All right, man. Y'all know what it is. Savage AF. Shank should be here in a second. I'm extremely stressed right now. Michigan down by 9 with 4.5 minutes left in the game. Sweet 16, March Madness. Savage AF is the name of the show. I'm gonna keep it going and multitask, but oh motherfucker, yeah, and we're gonna keep it going. I'm a professional. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. That is the show. I'm Black Pedro. Shang will be here in a minute. Dagnabbit. You just be patient, okay? I think he's on a live or some shit. Come on, bad bitch. Yeah, that's a 3-pointer. All right, it's a 6-point game. We're gonna stay calm. I'm just gonna be. Yeah, Nicole Sadler, he is coming. I see y'all. Thank y'all for being here. When I say here, I mean live on Facebook and YouTube, Monday through Friday. Savage AF. We're here Mondays and Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, that's a foul on Villanova, bitch. All right, man. I'm sorry. You handle whatever business you need to. Say hello. Shang is in the building. We got
I know.
Game. Michigan's down by 6. I'm here for the people, though.
Michigan will come through and they will win. I'm willing it.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Just do it. Just go ahead. It's all good. I know, but you can't jinx. You can't jinx it. They're not.
I didn't know that was
not in the bag. Yeah, man. Hold on. Just they're gonna fight. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna fight to the end, and that's a metaphorical fight. All right, this is a commercial on. I can breathe for a moment. Shang is in the building. You know what it is, man. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Like I said, we are here for you live, YouTube, Facebook. If you ever miss us live, your life is fucked up. Okay, you have obviously made mistakes.
Damn, that's harsh.
Hey, man, listen, I gotta tell them. But listen, you can correct those mistakes by going to youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld. That is the YouTube channel. The URL is scrolling at the bottom. And when you get to the page, don't be passive and just be watching videos, okay?
Yeah, watching videos and not doing what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is do what you're supposed to do. When you do what you do. Oh, yeah. Who's that peeking in the window? Blow. Click the bell. Make sure you click nobody now. And make sure you do this. Give us some thumbs up. We want our numbers to go up. It's a goddamn shame that our numbers aren't bigger than they are. We want 1 trillion, and we're only 1 trillion away. So if y'all keep fucking up, y'all come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on. I need y'all to do that. That's number one. Number two, I need something else from you. And if you don't do it, then you understand you have problems in your life. You're not a good person. You're not a good person if you do not follow at Black Pedro. At Black Pedro.
That's what it is.
And also follow at Comedian Shang on the IG. And make sure you give us a thumbs up on the show. One other thing, then we're going to jump into the show. Boom, bam. Follow us on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud, which is actually the podcast version of the show where you don't get to see. I like to call him, ever since we did the gig in, I think it was either Stockton. I like to call him the Chocolate Thunder. That's his stripper name.
That old folks home was fantastic.
Yeah, I knocked down 5 old ladies. And people are like, oh, really? You had sex with 5 old ladies? No, I mean, I physically knocked down. I walked past them and they fell.
Couldn't get back up. Easy targets. Y'all know what it is, man. Thank you guys for being here. Breezy J.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Coochie Damas, what's up? Coochie Damas, what's hating? Happening.
He's saying what's happening, brothers. Yeah, that's.
Hey man, hey, you know what? You need to get your verbiage together, man. The hell, nobody says happening. Yeah, they do. I do too.
Bronda, Evelyn Gallon. I see you, Nicole Sadler. What up with you, Maya Baker? Raina Love. Yep.
Raina Love.
What up, though? Miranda, I see you. All right, man. Michigan is down by 6. 3.5 left. Let's go.
They're down by 6.
3.5 minutes left. Let's go. Michigan.
I'm not. How would I be jinxing it by saying you're going to win?
Because it's that's calling it too early, brother. There's a lot of basketball to be played. Catch that. All right, he's in the lane. Dickinson. T. Wills. Oh, he got boxed.
6 minutes is still 6 minutes.
No. 3. There's 3 and 20. 3 minutes left. 6-point game. Michigan going to the foul line. All right, man. You know what it is, y'all. We got the. Did we do the iTunes, Google Play, Slacker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio? All that?
We already did that.
Okay,
this is a live show, y'all. So sometimes shit will happen. I mean, that's the way it goes, y'all. And we appreciate y'all following us, and all the people that follow us. You smell good. You're a good person, and guess what? I hope that you live a long, long life. The people that don't follow us, hope you die, motherfucker, die.
Yes, sir. 5-point game. Let's go. Speaking of let's go, man, let's get into this show, y'all. Let's get it going, y'all. Oh wait, what's your Shangri today, Shang? Why don't you go ahead and fill us in on that? But today's it is March 24th, 2022. It is a Thursday. Michigan is down by 4. We are going to end today with a Shangri.
It's there.
It's in there. Oh, yeah, Lost in the Haze. That's what we're talking about today on Shangri.
Right, and I'll explain it once we get to that point.
Of course, stay tuned. Before we go, or before we get into that, though, my Black Pedro pop-in today, of course, is Go Blue, bitch. Let's do this. Go Blue.
Oh, wow.
Come on, baby. Come on. All right, man. So, but before we get into that, oh, snap. I didn't even load the things in. I got it. No, I did. I sure did. We're good.
No,
we're good. No, we're good. Before we get into our Black Pedro pop-in, we do have our most critical question. It is a motherfucker say what for you today. I would fight for Russia. That's just something I heard, and I want to talk about it, y'all. But let's go, motherfucker. Before we get into that, though, Savage AF, fuck your feelings.
Like,
facts
hey,
matter.
Savage AF, oh, motherfucker, shoot the ball. See, the thing is, that now people think it's the name of the show. People think it's the name of the show.
Right. But before we get into that, again, Thursday, March 24th, 2022, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang.
Yes.
New slogan for y'all. Oh.
Okay. No, by the way. No, go ahead.
No, it was you got the by the way.
No, not by the way.
Go ahead. Sorry.
By the way, Kuchadamas, I just wanted to say that your mother makes the best scrambled eggs I've ever ate in the morning. And tell her I will definitely need those slippers I left under her bed. And I want you to get a message to your aunt and let your aunt know her hands are a little too rough to be given back and ball rubs.
So you can't be running through the whole family like that, man. That's not right.
And let's talk about your cousin. No, we're done with that. I'm not gonna say that. But what was the fuck for? Why'd you flip out? Fuck.
Villanova just hit a 3. It's a 9-point game with like a minute and a half left. This is not going the way we'd like it to go, but there's still some time.
But yeah, there's still time. So exactly.
All right.
But speaking, you know what else we need time for? We need time for knowing that people need to open their minds and hearts and give more money. I think we need to give more money.
What?
Yeah.
To who? What do you mean?
Overfund the police.
Oh yeah, there you go. Hey,
we need to give them. Why? You know what? They don't have enough tanks and guns to suppress black people. Give them more. Come on.
Well, if you're gonna give them more money, it probably shouldn't be this, man. Found out that, or it's looking like coming from the LA Controller's office that of the over $639 million that was given to the city of LA last year. That's in motherfucker. That was in 2021.
Motherfucker, what?
Yeah, in 2021, LA was given $639 million. About 317 million of them dollars. I'm sorry, they were given $639 million for COVID relief, specifically, right? Of that, $317 million went to, guess who? Ooh, LAPD. That was a good block, son. LAPD got about half of the COVID money that was allotted.
Right. Now, see, and this is the thing I want to say to y'all. He's watching the game, but the game will be shortly over. The game will be shortly over because I can tell because he.
So in my life, my heart is fucking.
No, this is the problem I have with the LAPD because the motherfucking people listening, not watching, will think Pedro has Tourette syndrome.
It's okay. It's okay.
AJ Finn. Oh my God, that is exactly what I thought. Oh
fine,
my God,
I do.
When I watch games, on the same page. No, he's like fuck, shit, monkey ass, shit, god damn it, turtle cum.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Come on.
All right, no. This is what I was saying pertaining to. Wow, it's not over, man. Chill. You'll be all right. Because they're gonna come back. No, the bottom line is LAPD actually was on the news before complaining about how much funding they didn't have. Then you find out that they did get a chunk of change. And I want to know what that chunk of change is for. The lawsuits they keep losing from police brutality, because they damn sure had to cough up a lot of money for police brutality. LAPD is the fucking epicenter of a lot of that corruption. NYPD, LAPD, fucking horrible. Okay, so that's why I don't respect cops. I don't give cops no respect. Because until they police their own, you ain't shit to me. Don't tell me not to break the law, but you break the law and then tell me not to break the law. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. In fact, I hope your mama get raped by 7 dwarves.
If you can find 7, that would be amazing. And you're probably trapped in the Disney.
7 dwarves with hard dicks. That's the point.
Now you mentioned the tanks and the cannons and stuff, Shane, but specifically, this $317 million that went to the LAPD was, and we're quoting, for payroll expenditures, which is just like straight to the pockets of, I assume the officers and, you know what I mean, and their superiors. I don't have a problem with cops, individual police officers being paid well, or anybody being paid well for their job. You know what I mean? But, this, when it's coming out of what's supposed to be COVID relief money, where, the city had so many problems, so many businesses went down because of closures and distancing that, this doesn't seem like the right source of funding for those cops.
Well, no, you know what it seems like to me? It seems like the same thing that the gas companies are doing. It's like gouging to me. It's like, why do you deserve more? You haven't gotten your shit together, cops. You fucking cops. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go old school. You dirty ass pigs. Watch yourself, pigs. Fuck that. Don't call me nigga. Whitey. Okay. What happened? You all right?
Yeah, we just come on, man.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, this is, I'm not sure if this is happening in other places, but we do know that like LA was hit hard financially, especially things like the restaurant and hospitality industries. And $317 million is a lot for a city, right. Especially even one of this size. So yeah, man, I think we're gonna need to run that back.
Yeah.
Come on, LAPD. I'm sorry, man. We're gonna have to get them checks back from you, bro, because we got things. There's mom and pop shops that need to be.
Okay, you got to look at the and people are saying, Broad is saying, add the Dallas PD to that list. Somebody said add the feed
Chicago police.
Chicago
Gallon said the Chicago police.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Chicago. Don't forget Chicago police. there's a lot of corruption in the police department, and I feel like internal affairs is in on a lot of the shit. So I don't give them any props. So they don't deserve extra checks for any until they get their shit together. Until you police the police, until we see more police being accountable for their actions, shooting people when it's like, oh, you had a guava, it looked dangerous, and they shoot you. Pedro's hair is cut in a mohawk. He threw a tomahawk at me. They make shit up. Fort Worth, wow, everybody in the feed is throwing in a lot more. Fort Worth PD, there's a lot of corruption.
We got pops. I mean, first of all, we need to, fire and rehire. Go through and rehire guys and weed out the Nazi skinhead, white supremacist motherfuckers.
Right.
And then you can talk about funding the police, but no, you can't fund Nazis patrol black neighborhoods. It's just not the way this goes, bruh. But especially out of COVID relief fund, I just don't think that's the
right. Why don't y'all get it out? And why don't they get money out of the sick baby fund? Like it's the worst shit. It's like if you got it from some other reason, I might maybe let you slide, but not the COVID fund. And AJ Fitz said, "What's cow shit?
Bullshit.
Is that a bull? I thought it was a cow.
I mean, cow. A bull is a male cow, or a cow is a female bull.
Hey man,
bovine.
Correct.
It's bovine shit.
Hey, Pedro, don't be correcting me about my cow bull thought process. Just because I don't.
If I don't want you in the streets yelling, "That's cow shit, man."
Just because I said cow shit. Hey,
what the cow shit is going on?
If anything, I'm actually a feminist because I feel women don't get enough props for their bullshit. So now we should call it cow shit. Is in the new money to be passed. Jeff Bezos gets $10 billion from taxpayers for space travel. I agree with you, and that's horrendous too. I think that Amazon gets away with murder. I think that there's a lot of companies. If you look at AJ Fit.
No, man. Saying, AJ, where you think you gonna work? Y'all gonna be moon niggas, okay? Moon monkeys is where they get. That's where your new job is, AJ, at the moon colony.
I don't know if you should call AJ Fit a moon monkey. I think
I'm speaking on behalf of Bezos for him. That's not me, obviously.
It's not me, but I'm a representative for my own brain, and I would say sometimes I'm really way off. I'm a spokesperson for my brain, and sometimes my spokesperson goes off the rails. Okay, that's who killed Atlanta. Right. The police aren't policing the police. Wow. The police aren't policing the police. And I feel like the problem I have with the police is their hypocrisy is so fucking high. How dare you get more money until you get your shit together?
Yeah, and I'm not sure how. I guess this goes to the controller's office. I'm not, but I'm like, whose decision was this to take half the COVID relief money and throw it in the pockets of police officers who spent a good amount of time just pepper spraying and rubber bulleting anybody who protested.
Right.
Phenom, I'm watching Michigan versus Villanova right now. It's a 6-point game, guys. 27 seconds left. Villanova's inbounding the ball. You got to foul, kid. Somebody got to foul him. Grab him.
Tackle.
Stab him. Ref called the fucking whistle. He grabbed him like 9 times. You hoe donkey. All right, sorry guys. As I said, I tried to explain that I was going to be a little distracted. At the top of this. But we still in it, y'all. We still in it. Hey, this show happens in real life. Okay, that's my bar over there.
Yeah,
right there. I got black art in my bar.
Pedro will call somebody a hoe donkey and not hesitate. He's like, "Ref, hey, your mother's a hoe donkey." Whoa, nigga, hold on.
Hey, if you come with the cow shit, I bring the hoe donkeys. Okay, that's how we do that.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and then we'll move on to the next thing. But because we're deep into it, when they say defund the police, they're not saying that the police shouldn't get a check. They're saying that they need to have the money go to the things that really will help make the police a better police department. Now, when someone has mental issues, they should send somebody that deals with people with mental issues, not a trigger happy fucking white dude that didn't get enough pussy when he was in high school with a gun. And I just feel like they haven't shown to be these honorable motherfuckers that they, portray on movies. Like the police officer ran into the fiery building and he saved the 17 little babies that were lighting up like cigarettes in the building. None of that. What's up, Breezy JJ? What the fuck is wrong with you? What happened?
Missed opportunities. So many missed layups today. All right, man. Breezy JJ's Villanova is your home team. Really, you gonna hit me with that right now?
Wow.
The class. That's what you have to share with the
class.
Wow.
That was just like,
Breezy JJ's, I'm going to ask you to go to the back of the room right now. Breezy, think about what you said.
We are getting you know what? Our feed
that's that cow shit.
Yeah, that's that cow shit. You know what? Our feed is so savage. It's just that they like, yeah, it's like, hey, I'm watching it. I want my team to win. By the way, my team's Villanova. And like, why would you say that? But okay, so I said I'm sorry. All right, listen. The thing is, what do you guys think? Do you think the police deserve to get COVID? They're going in.
I know you apologize, Breezy.
It's too late, Breezy. It's too late.
I appreciate it.
Now it's too late, baby.
It's not your fault.
Now it's too late. It's time and the game is over.
13 seconds. Michigan down by 6. Villanova.
Is that part of March Madness? Is that part of March Madness?
Yes, sir. This is a Sweet 16 game here.
So does that mean they have another chance?
Ooh, Arkansas, number 4. Arkansas beat Gonzaga though.
What does that mean?
That Gonzaga season is over. Gonzaga was a number 1 seed, and one of the top teams in the nation. So expected to be in the Final Four, and that ain't happening. All right, man. We got an 8-point game. 13 seconds. I need some Trey biscuits here. I need hot biscuits right now.
Wow.
Brooks.
Why you're still in that?
Chef Curry with the pot, boy. Chef Curry with the pot.
Nah. Renee Key says. Renee Key says, "Hell, motherfucking no. COVID-19 funds. Hell during COVID-19, motherfuckers wasn't doing her job. They were responding. I'm trying to read. Responding to accidents. They were responding to certain 9/11 calls. Hell no. Wow. Okay.
So she's talking about selective policing. It sounds like during.
And over policing when it comes to the black folks. When it comes to our people,
BLM or any other.
There's over policing. There's police brutality. There's like they go above and beyond when it comes to police force. And I don't mean a police force, using force when it comes to black people. If Pedro happens to forget that he walked out of the place with an apple, he shouldn't be tackled and get 6 bullets to the back of the head or choked to death. And that's how they treat us. So that's another reason I don't think they deserve additional monies, let alone COVID relief money. So until the police do the right thing, all you police out there, all you motherfuckers, all of y'all, I will never respect you. I will never respect the police and tell you, do your fucking job. Do your job. It's not as what happened, man.
Game over. Michigan lost by 8, 55-63. So many missed. Well, I'll get into it. It's part of my We'll get there. Just God, just all right, man. Yeah, if you told me that the police were getting funds, out of COVID money for PPE equipment, for sanitizing stuff or whatever, like, okay, like, yeah, it's cool.
I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
But for payroll expenditures, just to pay motherfuckers to be police,
yeah,
out of COVID money, I don't know, bro.
Renee Keys said, "Damn straight, your niggers were so scared of COVID-19, and they was hardly giving out speeding tickets. Motherfuckers was driving, doing 60+ miles down residential roads and neighborhood drives like it was a super highway or butter audition for NASCAR around Seattle." Okay, and what were the police doing? Not a goddamn thing.
Well, you know, the police pulling people over less is all right with me, but that that you got to put that. I don't know what they smoking up in Seattle that made them think they could just run wild through the neighborhood like that, Renee. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I mean, yeah, you got to put some of the
put some of that
on
on the goddamn people too.
All right, and Brandon Love has said, "I'm mad that the Afghans,
I think she means
Afghanistan. Hey man, I've been hitting the head a lot as a child, so sometimes oh shit, squirrel. Okay, cool. Are getting 400 for relocation services. We're giving.
Girl, have you ever been to Afghanistan? I've been to Afghanistan. Go 400. Listen, them people need all the help they can give. Somebody trying to get out of Afghanistan, throw them some money. Trust me, they are poor as fuck.
This country, is now the one.
Not every single motherfucker, but
and this will segue into the next thing. The thing I am upset with is people feeling like we should give billions and billions of dollars to help Ukraine. That part is hard for me. I just feel like they should. There's some shit at home you need to take care of too. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, hold on. Then I guess we'll just slide on into it and get to the bottom of things by asking the very essential question.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
All right, so I brought this up. I would fight for Russia for a specific reason. A conversation, two conversations from yesterday that I was a part of. But sticking with Shang right here, I would say that I mean it's important that the global community supports
the Ukrainians.
Supports Ukraine, yeah. This is it's an important thing globally. Like, you can't have a dictator like Putin just going around and mushing other countries unchecked. Like it doesn't work like that. Like, the world won't work well if you do that. Because then the other bullies, and there are plenty of other bullies. North Korea, by the way, is just popping off intercontinental ballistics. Crashing into the sea off the coast of Japanese islands, like, oh yeah, just want to see if that works. So while the world's eyes on the Ukraine and Putin, there are other motherfuckers out here who are
like
that life.
They're like about that life completely.
And and the reality is we got money. So I feel you, yeah. Like, and just like our last story, like the way money is allocated is very important. Right. But I think investing in the Ukraine success in this war is important
to a point, but it's insulting, and I know it's just white folks helping white folks, and that's which way I see it is, because there was so much stuff that's going on in this country that they will negate compared to all of the empathy they're giving out to the people in Ukraine. And I understand that they deserve empathy, but so do the motherfuckers that help build America. So I don't know.
So it's not an either or thing. I see what Renee Keys is saying. It's a long ass comment. I'm not going to read it all, but basically, she's with you, Shane. Wants to take care of domestic issues. The thing is, the pandemic proved America got dough. Like, we got money. We can do both. Like, you can give money to Ukraine and help with domestic poverty issues. Like, it can happen. So. I don't like when we get into the space of, well, why do they get money and we don't? Nobody get money if we don't know. It's not. It's like, just fight for the money we need. But the money is there. Like, they found trillions.
They ain't broke. They ain't broke.
There's trillions of dollars under the sofa when we needed it for COVID. Right. So the money is there. Ukraine needs it, and we need it, and the money is there for both of us. It's not like the Ukrainians are taking money away from us.
But it's not taking money away from us. It's the energy that they put into saving the Ukrainians, and not the energy they put into saving Americans that died, fought for this country, that bled for this country, that helped this country, and we're still regulated as second-class citizens because of their fucking racist mentality. But aside from that, Nadia TV said the news doesn't talk about. Wow, let me see. It doesn't talk about Ethiopia.
The Tigray region, Ethiopia.
The Tigray.
They do. Yeah. I mean, I've heard reports about it, but then it's not like, this locked in focus that is occurring right now, kind of like 24-hour news. And, Don Lemon wasn't in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, reporting live. So, it's a different extent of coverage, I would say. But they have been mentioned. They're not.
Yes, they have been mentioned.
Importance.
Phenom, stop teasing Pedro.
Let me see. My condolences about your team's loss. Your facial expressions and side-eyeing while also talking about the topics. It was funny, though. Watch the replay and see for yourself. I felt your pensiveness. I appreciate the realness. That's why I do it for y'all, Phenom, bro. I just, I had two slices of my life intersecting, and I wanted, I didn't want to give up either one. So that's what happened. Sorry, it was slightly unprofessional, but you ain't paying me. But thank you for noticing my pensiveness. I
didn't even think he was being pensive. I thought he was being bombastic and out of control. And I use that word. Fuck it.
Mr.
I don't get to use that word that often. Funtime 411 said funds for Ukraine would serve the purpose of defense against opposing countries in addition to Russia. I agree, but again, I feel like the amount of money that we're putting into Ukraine, and not only money, but empathy and press and all this other bullshit that people saying, I go over there and I fight with the Ukrainians. I fight for Ukraine. I don't give a fuck about people here having rights, but I'm gonna make sure these Ukrainians get. I'm gonna go over there and make sure these Russia gonna get that smoke. They're gonna get that smoke. I'm gonna go over there, save the Ukrainian babies, because we didn't give a fuck about Ukraine before that.
Well, we did. I mean, when the Soviet Union was first breaking up, Bill Clinton's administration really, really put pressure on and really convinced Ukraine to let go of their, because the Ukraine, when the Soviet Union broke up, and they became an independent nation, very quickly became, I think, the third nuclear power, like number 3 in the world, or maybe even number 2. So the United States heavily pressured the Ukraine to give up those nuclear weapons, which are obviously, deterrents for things like this that are happening right now. So, and it was under the auspice that the United States would have their back. Like, hey, give up your nuclear weapons.
I know we fucked them over. We fucked them over.
So we owe them some loot.
No, but what I'm saying is, it just seems like there's more empathy for these people, where there's not as much empathy for Black and brown countries that were being, basically ran through the mud. So I see what I know what you're saying. I'm just saying that Black folks in America and Black folks and brown folks around the world, they don't seem to have that same outpouring of empathy. And when you see signs in Portland that say Blacks are not allowed, it makes me go, well, then fuck all y'all. When I see Ukrainians,
what are these signs? What are these signs in Portland?
People were trying to leave Ukraine to go to Portland. I mean, Portland.
I'm like, nigga, what? In Portland?
Not Portland.
This nigga mean Poland. I'm like, what? Expand on that, sir.
Hold up. And Portland too. Fuck Portland. No,
nigga, I was just up there a couple years ago. Great donuts.
I was with you.
I didn't see. I didn't have to get them out the back.
Go around the back, nigga. You want some of these goddamn donuts? Oh no, we hung out in Portland. I meant to say Poland. I fucked up. Okay, Poland. I just dissed Portland to the ground and fuck Portland for their racism. No, I'm saying Poland. When the Ukrainians were was Black people in Ukraine that were over there, there were students. They happened to be African students. When they tried to leave and get out to Poland, got it right this time instead of Portland.
There you go.
Poland. Then they had signs that said no Blacks allowed. There were Black people that were trying to get on the trains, and they had paid for their tickets and paid for their way there. A lot of the Ukrainian army was not letting them on the plane. I'm on the plane, on the train.
Now, I would like to say that this wasn't happen. No, it wasn't Portland, and it also didn't. Like, this didn't happen to every African or Black person in in Ukraine or as they cross. Like it didn't happen to everybody. There were incidences, but
there shouldn't be any. It should be about humanity.
I mean, like, come on, man. We have worse race issues here in America too. So if we want to talk about staying domestic with it, like, that we nigga, we know, like, having dark skin has been bastardized. Having African traits has been bastardized, right? Like woolen hair, that shit is bastardized, right? Like nobody wants that shit in the world, right? Everybody, people want straight hair, lighter skin, unless it's tan, tan but not too dark, and then I can go white if I need to go to Switzerland and ski. You know what I'm saying? And Miss Empire said it happened enough, right? I don't want to see it happen at all, but right. I don't think we as people of color should completely focus ourselves in that narrative, because there is this greater empathy that I think is called for at this time.
Yeah, Russia's up their ass, and it is more deadly. And a lot of times, if you got turned away from a fucking restaurant, it's not the same as somebody blowing up your entire apartment building on some old gangster shit, which is what Putin's doing. And Pedro did make a comment about this, and it's something that I agree with. I don't understand why none of the Russians that don't want to go out there and die, because 10,000 Russian soldiers got that ass spanked by Ukrainians. Ukrainians
lost a bunch of generals.
They lost. They losing. People are dying. But I'm like, why hasn't somebody put a fucking bullet or hit him in the head with a hammer?
Touch him. Just touch him.
I'm just saying, Putin, is nobody gonna smack this motherfucker head with a hammer? Or why don't they put poison in his cocoa butter because he like riding around with his shirt off in the wintertime?
Uranium underwear.
Yeah, man.
So and here's why I don't want people to get too far into into anti-Ukrainian narratives. So last night or yesterday at work, at my job, I work at a restaurant. First of all, we have a girl who works there who is Russian, and I can't even remember how we got into the conversation.
Did you guys jump her? You didn't jump her?
I can't remember how we got into the conversation, but her whole thing was like, she was like, there is no history of the Ukraine. It has only been a country since 1991. It is what this is. And I was just like, yo, like, no matter when a country starts, once it starts, it's a country, right? Like, with that logic, America only started in 1776, which is very young relative to the UK. So, this ain't that old of a country. Maybe Britain needs to come get this shit back, right? So,
right.
Like, that logic doesn't work for me.
Okay, hold up. AJ Fit, look what AJ Fit said. I say don't get too far, but look at that. Look at that. Put that in there. Let it happen. Smell it. Touch it.
I didn't say it didn't. I didn't say it didn't happen. I'm saying it's not the.
Just saying. I know.
Listen, if you're if you're separating Ukrainian nationals from foreigners, and a lot of those foreigners are African, then yeah, you're gonna get a line of black people and a line of Ukrainians. So don't let that visual just fuck with you, right? Like they were trying to, and I know the Ukraine was trying to get women and children out first, which they prioritized over African male students, let's say, right? So, like I said, I don't want to get too far in the narrative, because then you end up with this second coworker that I had a conversation with last night, and this is in front of a bunch of people, but dude walks into our private dining room. We were counting out the money for the night. And he's a dishwasher, and he's white, which is already a red flag, right? Like, a white man washing dishes.
Let's start there.
And he's younger than me, so it's like there's something going on here. And I've always felt he was a little bit off, but we usually just talk about music. But he's somewhere on the spectrum. If I have no psychiatry or psychology degree, mental health degree, but I would put him on the spectrum with my experience having ass, right? So he comes in. He has on some track pants that are camouflage. He has on a hoodie that's camouflage, but like a different pattern, different color scheme slightly. And I think even his backpack was camouflage, right? Was
camouflage. Wow.
And I was just joking, right? I was just like, man, where you about to go, to Ukraine? That's a good one. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Shang, yes, he did. Little giggle in the room. And then, oh boy, straight up, dead serious, was like, if I went over there, I would fight for Russia. And I was like, what?
What?
And he was like, yeah, if I ever went over there, I would fight for Russia. And I was just like, why? Like, I wasn't going to argue with the dude or telling me. I was just like, why? I was just want to hear the logic behind this or the illogic. And the motherfucker's like, well, you know, Russia is the greater power and they're probably going to win. So, you know, I would just align myself with the winning side. And, you know, Russia needs that power and has the right to expand its territory and wants more territory. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what Breitbart, Fox News, Q-Chan, 4chan, 8chan, QAnon thing got this motherfucker in this space. But I was just like, bro, we need spoons. Could you finish washing the fucking dishes?
Wow.
Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
You did not just dishwasher big dogging.
I'm like, nigga, small plates.
You know what?
Plates. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. You know what? There's still some crust on this fork. Go back and do it again. Oh! You know what, though? I know there's a lot of people in this country that would say they would fight for Russia because they bought into the narrative that Fox News, fucker Carlson has put out. Why should I be mad at Russia? What is Russia? What is race? I mean, he was the one saying that too. And why are we afraid of Putin?
Nukes.
Well,
these motherfuckers nukes, and he's crazy. And he rides horses bare chested.
Yeah. Right? So you know why we're afraid of it?
Nukes.
Because if we bring in military, you know, to help Ukraine, he will shoot off a nuclear bomb. He rather us all have on, you know, lead tracksuits.
Welcome to the three-eyed fish fry.
Exactly. Then to lose. He'll destroy the world. He's one of those type of people that will fuck you. And like you're playing basketball, and if he starts losing, he takes the basketball and stabs it and throws it. I don't want to play anymore. This game is stupid. Like, he's one of those bitches. He's a bitch, and he's a bitch. And I'm telling you, even though he's a ex-KGB kill you type bitch, but he a bitch. And he's crazy. He's obviously lost his mind. But think about it. It's not about him. It's about the soldiers that follow his lead. That's what fucks my head up. They said some soldiers blew up these apartments. Obviously, there was some people that got killed. There was a pregnant woman they dragged out, and she died before they could even get her on the gurney. And the soldiers were mocking them and laughing. And I saw the fucking footage. So they can't say, well, you read it wrong. You misinterpreted. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. They were laughing. So that means that the people that follow Putin are just as fucking psychotic as Putin.
Oh, yeah.
Tucker Carlson is always bigging up Putin. Fucker Carlson. Trump or Frump or Orange Cunt Stick or dumber than everybody that ever existed in the history of humanity. He bigs up Putin. He said, and you can look it up, because somebody was debating with me on live once, and he says, no, he would never say anything like that. And I was like, yes, he did. He said that Trump said that Putin is a genius.
Yep.
He did say it. And you hear him in audio, it's absolutely Trump. And there's a lot of people that think the same way as Trump, that think that Putin's a genius. He deserves the right to take over, because if after Ukraine falls, because it hasn't fallen yet, because these motherfuckers are really fighting their ass off. I mean, you saw it all on the news. They thought they was going to take them over in 2 days, and Ukrainians said, "Oh no, my brother."
About to be a month in now.
It's about to, and they are fighting, and
they shooting planes out the sky like pull.
Yeah, these motherfuckers is using sling blades. You know what I'm saying? They are not playing. But guess what? The Russian soldiers absolutely are like, what the fuck are we doing this for? There's a lot of Russian soldiers,
yeah,
but there's some that enjoy it. And those are the ones we got to get to, because the other ones are still about that life. They love seeing Ukrainians die. They love it. Putin loves it. Putin's a psycho, absolute psycho.
Yeah, Renee mentions that he has killed off a lot of nemesis. Yeah, so he's not a dude to just be fucking with.
Right.
At some point, somebody got jumped this nigga.
Yeah, somebody exactly. Hey man, come back here in the washroom for a second, man. What is it that you want? What? Oh my! Oh shit! Oh no! That somebody needs American Mayhem.
Yeah.
Then watch him fall off the top tier real slow. Oh no! And no shirt on. Oh no! Blap.
So let overall, my message is, so that you don't end up in a space where you're like, you end up hating Ukraine or something like that, and you go in to fight for Russia. I doubt most of my black people here will be doing that, but just so you don't end up in that space.
There's a few.
Let's just remember that the Ukrainian war, there are just so many innocent people who are dying and displaced, have been killed, will be killed, for no fucking reason at all, right? So we want to be empathetic about that. We know that racism exists all over the world, but we didn't really hear stories about racism in the Ukraine. I didn't even know there was Africans there until this war. So maybe war doesn't bring out the best in people, sure. But don't get caught up in that narrative. I would suggest to people just stay focused on being empathetic, because this is a war ultimately on democracy, and it's been building up towards that here in America as well, right? You got this man who loves Putin, who wants to be president again, who tried to overthrow the last election, sent a violent mob to go do so. They tried, we're not so far away. So pay attention to what's going on, because it might be us ducking bombs in our own cities in a few years.
If we have a civil war,
if this thing doesn't go right.
If we had a civil war, yeah, but it's not going to be all over the country, but it'll be in pockets of the country. And I think that I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to being able to go out in the streets and just bust off on somebody.
The purge.
Yeah, it's like,
all right, man.
Well, open your door. You know what today is. That's what.
Speaking of purges, my team just got purged from the tournament. Let's talk about it.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey.
You know what? I want to just say one thing. Somber.
It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
It's not Black Pedro, it's Somber Pedro.
Yeah. It's
blue
sorrow Pedro. Pedro. Hey man, but you know what? I'm still yelling "Go Blue" today, man. Michigan. Oh, they just got bounced from the NCAA tournament. They made it to the Sweet 16 after a rough season. They were ranked. They came into the season ranked number 4, finished unranked at all. Barely made it into the tournament, and I wouldn't say barely, but their slot in the tournament was questioned. I think those were answered last weekend when they won 2 great games and made it to this elite part of the tournament, the Sweet 16.
Right.
Today, I don't know if y'all watched the game. Michigan was in position and they'd missed so many layups. They missed so many free throws. And in what ultimately ended up being an 8-point game, I mostly saw themselves shoot themselves in the foot, costly turnovers at bad moments. It's a young team full of freshmen and sophomores, and the jitters were there. Last year they didn't even play in front of an audience at all, or fans at all. But ultimately it's a group of kids. They went out there, worked hard. Shout out to Coach Howard. This was the pimp swipe season. He swiped a man's face in Wisconsin. It's all good. They bounced back. And I'm looking forward to next season. A lot of talent on this team. And I think they will.
They are giving you the blues.
I'm not looking at any. Listen, I'm in my happy place. Okay. I'm in my it didn't work either. It didn't matter what shirt I wore. Okay. This was just it just happened to be next in my closet.
Villanova has blue in their color. They can't even be like, man, hey, your team gave it a good shot. They gotta go. Our feed is so evil.
This is my pop in. This is my pop in.
Oh, they're so evil.
I'm gonna need y'all little. I'm gonna need y'all little commentary. Unless it's Rain of Love.
AJ Fit is just on one today.
I love Michigan, Rain of Love. Thank you. Your commentary is always welcome. These other Negroes, I can't. I won't. But anyways, go Blue, y'all. That's my pop in for today. Football's coming up. We got about 6 months. I'll be back.
Wow. I just want to say, I actually root for when he has these times. We were in San Diego.
When I have seizures.
We were in San Diego and he was watching the game on the big screen and people were afraid to go near him because he was swinging the fucking body. Just
I get emotional. I prefer to watch the game by myself or just like at a Michigan bar because that's the only place where other people are acting as crazy as I am. But in general, like just when sometimes I gotta catch a game out by myself, I kind of look like y'all just saw me, man. That's how I was slightly restrained trying to do the show while watching.
But Nicole H said y'all gonna have Pedro smoking out the window. Smoking out the window. This bitch beat my team again. No, I'm sorry. It was a condolence. Better luck next year, Michigan. If Putin
don't get to nuking. If Putin don't get to nuking. Yeah. If we're all not fighting what do we call them? Like nuclear pigs or whatever. Mutated boars. Yeah.
It's gonna be giant sloth monsters that got
from all the nuclear.
I don't know if I'd be afraid of a sloth monster. By the time if I get caught by a sloth monster, I deserve to get.
You did, yeah. Caught. It was your time.
It was my time because if a sloth is like,
yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now. I always root for Michigan because he likes me. I don't really like basketball. I don't like basketball. I don't like football. I like boxing and UFC. I want to see one man beat the shit out of another man. That's all I'm saying.
Sportsmanship.
Something about a man grabbing another man's neck and choking him unconscious. It's something special to me.
It's exciting.
It's exciting when a guy takes his fist and punches it through another man's head.
He gets that goo on it, that head goo.
And then he pulls his fist out and the person falls in a clump of sorrow.
I love how Renee Keys has turned into my my therapist. She's like, Pedro can't help himself. He's just a passionate, fanatic fan that gets very emotional during a game. Thank you for understanding me, Renee.
Okay, but Renee, the key word in there is fanatic.
Thank you.
Okay, fanatic is the word. I wouldn't want a fanatic to watch my children.
No. Unless they were like a babysitting fanatic, like
if they were baby, I live for watching babies. But
if they're like a meth fan, then no, you don't want.
Then you don't want that. You don't want that.
All right, Shane, get us up out of here. Speaking of meth,
why am I talking like that? Because I'm saying I like to see people beat.
Because when somebody beats on your head, it makes your talk sound like
right.
This.
It makes it something. There's something special about a guy that punches another guy over and over again until the guy fall down.
I like soup. I like soup.
It's beautiful. You know what else is beautiful? I like soup
and sandwiches.
All right,
a soup sandwich. That would
my SHANGRY today is something that Pedro relates to more than I could ever imagine, and I am angry, but I want you to know he probably should be a part of this SHANGRY. Hey, listen. I know you're saying lost in the haze, so I feel it's lost in the haze. People of color are lost in the haze when it comes to the weed business. For some reason, a lot of the weed business. A lot of the weed businesses where they got set asides for land and things like that were not given to people of color, and also the people that were imprisoned for selling a joint or having some weed on them, or all right, selling maybe a truck full of it. That happens just a little bit. I really do feel like since weed is pretty much going to be legal, I say within 5 years everywhere in the world. I just think weed is going to be legal. And since weed is going to be legal, all the people that went to jail for weed, I think should be released. Now, they're going to be a different type of nigga when they come out. They may have been a weed selling nigga when they went in. Now they a rape ass nigga when they come out. I agree with you with that. Murder. Yeah, now it's like, I didn't want to stab that nigga, but I was in there for a joint. I ain't going to get down with no goddamn joint. But the point is, I think that we should definitely have some kind of law passed across the board, because it's not everywhere. I know some people are addressing it, that anybody that is in jail for some long stint pertaining to selling weed should be released. I really do feel that. And I don't know what you guys think about it, but I really do think that it's fucking an injustice of injustice, because there's a lot of reason I say Lawson Hayes is a lot of white folks are making millions and millions and millions of dollars off of the legal cannabis fucking business. And this is the same thing that young brother might have been doing around your way, or the cat down in New Orleans when he was selling crawfish and blunts. And you know what I'm saying?
My
so
favorite.
I mean, which is your favorite?
I'm gonna open up a shop called Crawfish and Blunts. You get to eat and smoke all day.
I really do. Weed is, Rhonda says, weed is from the earth.
It'd be letting you know. Evil lurks.
So is a rock, but if you hit a nigga in the head with a rock, you can't say, well, it's from the earth. The earth. So
also, don't smoke rocks either, kids.
Don't smoke rocks. See,
stick to weed.
It's all in the contexture of it. I feel like a lot of people that went to jail, in fact, family members of mine that went to jail for a long stints, they're out now. But they're out because they did their time, not because of anything else. They should release them because it's legal. In California, you can literally, it's like, hey, there's a place that sells cookies. Right next to it, there's a place that sells cookies and brownies and gummies and flowers. And there's no problem. It's the normal fucking thing now. And these people are in jail risking their asshole to be expanded, you know, because they sold a little bit of weed.
Ass expansion, unnecessary ass expansion.
Yeah, that's not
for that.
Not with that.
Yeah, no, I mean we know that anybody with a drug related record was cut out of the legal marijuana business, especially here in California. But as we talked about, I think last week, New York is going to become the first state to prioritize giving, legal marijuana grower licensees to people with marijuana offenses on their record to help them get into the legal game.
I want to see it everywhere. That's what I'm saying. I mean, my SHANGRY is I'm angry. My SHANGRY is angry about the fact that it's not doing what New York is doing. It should be doing it across the board.
There we
go. Does that make sense? I'm like,
across that board, Joe.
Colorado literally is in the red. I mean, not in the red.
The black.
In the black.
Buku money, surplus.
They money since they've been selling legal marijuana. They're absolutely killing it. They're absolutely killing it. So
been doing it.
And California, I know, dude. We met it. It's called Pineapple Express. If you happen to be in Los Angeles, go check out Pineapple Express. It's in Hollywood. We went to one of their little meet and greets, and Pedro drank the little weed thing, but Pedro's tolerance is so high. The dude actually had said, "Listen, man, we need you to leave."
It's like, I've only had 10. Let's go.
Yeah,
I got this.
But then again, we got pumped with fucking gas once what is it? Nitrous.
The nitrous oxide.
Oxide, and it didn't even put a dent in Pedro.
The doctor wouldn't put it up. He wouldn't notch it up for me. I was like, come on, baby, go 80-20, because I went 70-30. And 70% nitrous oxide, 30% oxygen. And I was in that bitch like, it feels like half a joint.
And the guy was Pedro asked, and the guy was like, no, we can't.
I was like, come on, Doc. He's like, legally, I'm not.
They gave me like 20%. I was like, hey, who likes pancakes?
This nigga was like, unicorns are real.
That shit is so crazy feeling. Yeah, so I mean, legalize.
We have different tolerances.
Tolerance levels, yeah. Well, yeah, because apparently your insides is made at Mannion.
Apparently, I practice.
He practices. Savage AF. Now check this out, people. If you happen to be in the Monterey area this weekend, yeah, that's right, Monterey.
Beautiful town.
Bam, boom, bam. We're doing a show up there. It's gonna be a funny ass show. It's Jay Rich and Friends comedy show at the Deja Blue. We're doing 2 shows in Monterey, California. You should come check us out. It's gonna be a good show. Yeah. So if you're in Monterey, and also we're gonna be in. I'm sorry. What the fuck? What?
AJ just been on me today. He's like, Pedro can drink rubbing alcohol and not get sick. Why didn't you stop me, dog? Why didn't you stop me?
Also, free tickets. We got free tickets. If you live in the Brea, California area, next Thursday, March 31st, 8 p.m., we're going to be at the world famous Improv Comedy Club. Beautiful comedy club. Come down there, but inbox myself at Comedian Shang or inbox at Black Pedro. You get free passes. The passes are unlimited, and you can invite as many people as you want down to the Improv, the world famous Improv in Brea, California, March 31st, next week. Come down to the show Thursday. It's going to be that, like that, boom, bam. Yeah, monkey face.
Yeah,
so
don't get on that monkey shit.
We hope to see you there. Follow us on the gram. Quit fuck around. At Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. Let's go.
All right, y'all. We are out of here, man. That's your show for today. Savage AF. We'll be right back here tomorrow. My mama gonna be in town. Hey. All right, man.
Early.
We'll see y'all 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, Friday. All right, y'all. Until then, keep your finger out your nose. Deuces.